Hello and welcome. This is a short demonstration to show the capabilities of the AECOM EZContentManagement software integrated with the Sage Mass 90, 200, and 500 ERP software. Looking at the vendor maintenance screen being shown, you can see there's two new buttons that have been added. The EZCM button shows me the documents that are associated with this particular vendor. If I click on it, it'll open up the EZContentManagement repository. It'll show me those documents. From this screen here, I can actually click the document to view it. It'll open up in its native format. I can also right-click a document to do other things with it. I could email it from here, I could fax it, or I could look at the properties for that particular document. The Easy Add button allows me to add documents into the repository for this particular vendor. If I click on it, it lets me choose documents from a local hard drive or from a network drive. I can also associate the index or metadata information I want to with this document. If I click on the Invoices tab within Mass 90, it'll let me pick a specific invoice. When I do that, it takes me to the details of the invoice, but you can also see there are new buttons that have been added. The Easy View button will actually open up the invoice right on screen in its native format. In this case, it's a PDF file, so it opens up in Adobe Reader, and I can see it right here on screen. The Easy Add button will allow me to add documents into the repository for this particular invoice. The Easy Work button will show me the process this document went through for approval. In this case, this invoice had 2 approval steps, and at the end the process was distributed. The Easy CM button here will show me the documents in the repository that are associated with this particular invoice. So if I click on it, again, it opens the repository, and it shows me the 2 documents that are associated with this particular invoice. What we looked at so far is the integration between the AECOM EZContentManagement software and the Sage Mass 90, 200, and 500 ERP software. The package also allows you to scan in paper-based documents and bring those documents into the repository. That's done using the AECOM Easy Capture module. What this process goes through is it will actually monitor a folder for you. When a document is scanned into that folder, in this case, it'll index the document. It'll allow you to enter index information. It'll convert it to a text searchable PDF, and it'll put it into the EZContentManagement repository. From there, it will kick off a workflow for routing and approval. There'll be 2 steps, and then it will complete. So let me show you how this is done. If I scan an invoice into the folder that Easy Capture is monitoring, what it does is it actually opens up the document so I can see it right on screen. And from here, I can enter my predefined index information. I'll go ahead and just enter the invoice number. And if I had multiple invoices that I had scanned, and I could just hit the Save and Next button, and it would just prompt me to enter the information for the next one. In this case, you can see it went from a 0 to a 1, and that document now, again, has been captured, it's been indexed, it's been converted to text searchable PDF, and it's been put into the EZContentManagement repository. So if I go into the repository and I look at the airway folder where the document was going to be placed, you can see that the document is in there, and there's also a workflow, this document here, that started. When this workflow process starts, the first person on the approval list would get an email. They would click on a link, and it would take them to this approval screen. From here, they can view the document by just doing a preview. They can look at it, make sure it is the document that they want to approve. They could, if they had a question about it, they could comment or notify somebody. They could add documents to it. They could hold it. They could reject it, or they can approve it. If they're happy with it, they can also digitally sign that document, which I'll do now. I'll put in my password, and I'll confirm and sign, and you can see my authenticated signature, and I'll attach it to this particular process. So you can see there's another step here that shows that the document has been signed. Again, I'm happy with it. I hit approve. It moves on to the next step in the process. That person would also get an email. They'd click a link. They'd come to the screen. They'd have the same options I had to add documents, to comment, to hold, approve. If they approved it, the process would complete. And that invoice could even move into another folder if you so desired. Again, thank you for your time. This was a short demonstration to show the integration between the AECOM EZContentManagement software and the Sage Mass 90, 200, and 500 ERP software. Thank you.